But that's me, I'm kind of a tinkerer. I get in and try to, solve the problems. So I'm just telling you, none of this is in the manual, so if you're taking notes, I'll give you the best information of how to do something like this. So understand that the most important thing about that image is probably its size or dimensions, because it needs to look good on a variety of screens and a variety of resolutions. So all I can tell you is trial and error. In other words, I didn't go anywhere to discover this. So I'm only giving you my best information, all right? So having looked at it and tried it out on different things, I discovered that the best dimensions, and any image file like this is measured in pixels. And you're gonna have your width and you're gonna have your height, okay? So I found that the best width for a branding graphic image is 1100. So 1100 pixels wide. And then for the height, anything between 80 and 150, I think you'll be okay. Well, I do not want it to be too high. What about the real estate information? That's important too. You don't want to go overboard and do too high. If you make yours too tall anyway, you might even cut off. There's a limit to what will display. If you're wondering what mine is exactly, that's 140. Okay, so what you're looking at is 1100 wide by 140 height. And I'm going to show you, for example, I couldn't do this in January, but now that I've been doing this class, so many agents are now trying to do this, and they're sending me their results.
Nice.
And I say, wow, can I have that to show in class? And I get permission, so now I can show you. Now, by showing you examples, I don't want you to tear them apart and be mean and critical. What I want you to do is look for creative ideas for yourself by seeing what other people have come up with, because it's a whole different ballgame to think of branding yourself when you have 45,000 agents that look exactly the same. So this is just to give you an idea. And I only say that because it seems like recently I've had people go, oh, I don't like that, I don't like that. I'm like, wait, no. You're looking at this to give yourself what?
Inspiration.
That's what a great word. I'm going to use that from now on. I want to give you some inspiration. Oh, shoot. I came in today thinking I'll use this computer, and they're on my other computer. Or they're on my computer. I'm actually using the office one. Let me think how I can do this. I know. We have a small group here. We're going to do this. You got to see this. I very seldom use something that's not my. Oh, you know what? During the next break, I'm going to have to hook up my computer anyway so I can show you the phone app. I just realized there's a reason why, but I can just use that HDMI cord.
And then I have the IDX.
Yeah.
So I'd like to know how you connected your domain to the IDX feature.
Forwarding. It's just forwarding.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like GoDaddy. You can forward your domain to the IDX link. That's all I did.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, but for right now, and you guys have to remind me during the break that I gotta put this computer up so we can do the phone, mobile app. But let's look at a couple examples. Okay, so this is Tiffany Carlson. Now she kind of went for a cleaner.
Neutral.
Yeah, it's very neutral, kind of a clean corporate look. You see hers. Hers is about 80 pixels high. So to give you an idea of what that would look like.
Sharp.
It is. It actually is. It looks really
Better
really
than the
sharp.
standard. Give her props.
Oh,
You know?
I've had people say that. I like that. So you see what she did across the top? Okay. And next, somebody a little more flamboyant.
Oh, lovely.
So you're gonna see like the spectrum, right? So let's look at Josh's business card.
And I'm gonna have so much fun with this. Green and orange,
You
nice.
see all the colors that he incorporated? And I kind of like he has that plank tile thing in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
So the Orange Homes of America, that's his team, whereas on the right, or no, sorry, on the left-hand side says One Realty, that's his broker. So imagine being able to incorporate not just your, and Keller Williams is big on teams, right?
Wow, that's sharp.
I can see you guys having like your Keller Williams logo, but also your team logo. And here's an example of what Josh did. Now his is about 160. I think his is almost a little too tall. That's where I say between 80 and 150 I think looks better. But now you can see how that's taller than mine, right? I'll show you one more since it's a little funky to do on this. But again, I want to give you guys lots of creative ideas. And I love what you said, inspiration. Okay, so this is going to be, let's look at Heather's.
Agents should inspire agents instead of tearing them down. It's ridiculous.
Amen to that. Now, how is this for kind of creative and artistic looking? Are you getting the idea that you can do almost anything?
Yeah, that's sharp. That's cute.
Do you think this agent had fun creating this? And you see all the elements, right? You can see she has her little fair housing over in the corner, but it's all there.
Very creative.
Pretty creative, right? So what do all three of these have in common? The fact that they're all so different.
Yeah.
That each person kind of had a different idea or vibe that they were going for. I just love that. So let's talk about this for a second. If you're not, let's say you're like me and you're not a graphic artist, where can you go for help that don't pay anything? Yeah, a lot of people say, what about Canva? Well,
Title company.
it's a good program, but what if I'm not even that good on Canva? What's the answer?
Title company.
Get a vendor that has graphic artists.
Almost all of the major title companies are now onto this because they're big sponsors of my classes I have in there. We have a person, we could do that. And you know what, guys? They want you to come in. They're happy when you come into their office and they want to create something, so you'll go show your friends here in this office and then they'll all go over there. So I'm telling you, they will do it for free. And you just have to give them what dimensions?
Yeah. 840-ish.
Yeah, 1100 by somewhere between 80 and 140 would be good. Now, I've seen it's happened a lot already. Agents call me, how come my picture doesn't look good? And it turns out that they gave them a 3,000 pixel wide. You gotta resize it.
Right.
You know, have them resize it. That's the most common thing. So be sure to tell them. Now, some of the title companies, gosh, First American, who else is doing this? Magnus. Some of these title companies that have done it a little bit get it. They know what to do. Others, you might have to work with them if they're the first that they've done. But I'm telling you, it's a great resource. Now you need to bring like your photo, and you need to bring some ideas. But a graphic artist can make it all happen. And JPEG I think is the best file format. Some people do it in PNG. The Flex system will accept both. But don't do anything other than those two, because I don't know if they'll accept it, but I know they'll accept JPEG and PNG files. JPEG, I think, is just the easiest to work with. Okay, so now you guys all have your banner image created,
Yeah.
let's say. Now let's look at how do I implement it now? How do I do it in Flex? And there's two things. First, create your custom business card, then set it up in at least two, email and portals. And if you do have the IDX upgrade, that would be your third. But I'm not gonna cover the IDX, but the menu is exactly the same. So if you could do the email and portal, you'll be able to do the IDX, okay? All right. Now, under the menu, and yes, it's under preferences, but you have to know your language, your flexology, okay? There's no such thing as banner or header. Okay, but I already told you, what is that thing called? Business card is correct, okay? Now, under preferences, you're not gonna find business card. And the reason is, the business card is one of 6 types of reports that you can make. So a business card is a what? A report. Now I know I'm the meanest instructor in this valley because I make you repeat stuff. But I got an instructor in the room. Why do I do that?
So you remember it.
So you
Where does that
remember.
one get from?
I know I'm mean.
Where the homework go from home?
So, the business card is one of what?
Reports.
One of the reports. So under preferences, we're looking for my what?
Reports.
Correct. Who can see it? Can y'all see it up there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys are back? Did you find it?
Yeah, got it.
All right. Step one, we're clicking on my reports. Okay. Now this time, there isn't, of course, a business card you can copy. No, we're making a new
creating
one.
it.
So what does this button right here at the bottom left say?
No.
All right, so what is step 2?
Click it.
Click the new button. I'm so mean. All right, step 2. Why can't I just be like Jeff and go 100 miles an hour? Because then you guys
Oh.
would never what?
Are we highlighting anything before we?
No, because there's not what?
There is
Nothing we can
none.
copy.
Okay.
We have to make this from scratch. Okay, so we're gonna hit the new button, it's step 2. Oh, of all the reports you can make,
Shocking.
which one do we select?
Business card.
All right, so step 3, we're gonna select business card. And now we are in the business card menu. Okay, now you have a friend next to you and a friend behind you. They can all both help you.
Okay.
What are those 3 steps?
Report.
References, my reports,
Right.
new button, choose,
Business card.
that's it.
I'll go back and see if I can do it.
Alright. Okay guys, you see this menu here? There's 4 major steps, but one of the steps has a lot of banana peels all over the place that I have to point out to you so you don't step on them. Okay? Now, the 4 steps, just so you know that this is not very difficult, as long as you avoid what? The banana peels. Okay? So, first thing, seems like we've been doing this all afternoon, we're gonna give it a what? Alright, so if this was Angel, it would be Angel's business card, maybe Angel's new business card, maybe Angel's awesome business card, does it matter? No, it's just a name. But remember, give it a name. Okay, that's important. Step 2, we're simply gonna insert this graphic image that we either created ourselves or somebody from Title helped us make, right. That's gonna be step 2. We're gonna go into detail because that's where the banana peels are. Step 3, very important. Once our image is here, we're gonna click on it, it's gonna turn blue, and we need to center it by clicking on the align buttons. Which one? Yeah, the one in the middle that says align center. Why would I do that?
Center.
What would happen if I don't? When someone sees it on the internet, it's gonna look like it's off to the side. So remember to center your image so it'll look like a normal website with your header across the center. Step number 4, last and least, we're gonna do what?
Save.
Hit the save button, and now you have a new business card, okay? So which is the step that we need to see in detail to avoid mistakes?
The inserting process.
Step 2, which is inserting the image file, okay? Now, as you look at the screen, you're gonna say, don't say anything, Brett, I already see it, I know exactly what to do. On the right-hand side, there's an option that says images, of course I'm gonna click that. Don't do it, okay? Don't click where it says images, that's the first banana peel. All that's gonna do is want to put a placeholder for your agent photo. That's not what we want our new banner, right?
Right.
So, please, ignore where it says images, that's the first banana peel. So the second thing we wanna do, or actually the first thing is, do you see the bottom where it says other?
Yeah.
That means there's more stuff. That's what we want. So we're gonna click other, and it allows you to use in Flex what's called My Photos and Logos at the bottom. You see that? So we're gonna click on that, and then all you would do is, look at all these logos and stuff that I have. So here's Tiffany's, if I wanted to use that, and then I would click Insert Image, and then I would highlight it, I would center it, and then I would what?
Save it.
Save it. Okay, now why did I say this is the hard part? Let's go back to that menu. The reason you want to use My Photos and Logos is it gives you the choice of inserting only if your banner file is already uploaded to Flex. Now, you can go to Preferences in My Profile and do it there. But what I love about this menu is there's no need. You don't have to bail out. You can upload your image file right here from the business card menu, because instead of insert image, you first have to do what?
Add image.
Yeah, add image is another way of saying I want to upload it off of my hard drive. Okay, so let's look at that menu so you avoid the banana peels. So I'm clicking on the add image, assuming you haven't done it yet. And we're gonna go top to bottom, okay? All right, everybody. Number 1, the default type is photo of yourself. That's your agent photo. That is not what we're doing. If you leave that, if you don't change that, you're gonna have probably 2 photos tagged as yours, and the software will pick whichever one is first in order. And so when someone goes to look you up, they're gonna see a little chunk of your banner about this big. And they're like, what? Maybe it could be a plant. You don't know. It's a flower. What? This person's a flower? So you must check what?
Other image.
Correct. Other image. So the first banana peel of inserting, choose other image. Now, the next step, I don't know where it's getting that. Oh, that's on this computer. It says logo or photo description. This is not the file name. It's just a description of what is this file, what is this image. Just put my banner or my branding, or anything like that that helps you remember what this is, because now you're gonna have more than one photo uploaded into Flex, okay? So the second thing is, give it a descriptive name. Now, the next thing is, go get the file, and there's 2 buttons, and then there's these buttons. And we're gonna go in this order: 1, 2, and 3. So what is the last thing we're gonna click? Add. Do not forget, and I'll show you why. So, choose file is another way of saying browse my hard drive. You guys have all done that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, word of warning. If you get this file from someone else, make sure you remember where it is on your hard drive. Or you'll get to the spot and you'll be looking for it, and that'll be, you're gonna put it in a folder somewhere. You guys all have a folder like real estate photos?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good folder, but just remember where it is. So choose file is another way of saying browse my hard drive, okay? So you find your photo or your image, usually it says open, and then it will appear here where it says no file chosen. Next, so important, this is the number one phone call I get. You've gotta change this part to no resize. If you forget, the default setting is to resize. It wants to resize your photo. What's it gonna do to your photo? I mean, your banner image. It's gonna make it so small.
Mhm.
And you're gonna just go, oh no, it's ruined. No. You just let the software wreck it by resizing it. So watch what happens. Oh, wouldn't this be a good time to, jeez, Microsoft, get out of here. Okay, so you're gonna click the button, watch what happens over here, because they just look at this and say, well, should I put my height and width there? No, no, no. Just click no resize, and that garbage goes away. You already told the designer, or you did it yourself, in the right size. So you want it to stay the right size. Now that you've clicked on that button, add is another way of saying upload me to Flex. So the final step is to add. What's gonna happen if you click the add button before you change that? You're gonna wreck it, it's gonna resize it really small. If it happens to you, what's the solution? Do over, okay? And it will change from add to update. You guys ever seen when software does that? It's already there, but you're updating it, so just do it over. Okay, now that you've got it, you can then click on it and insert it. Make sense? All right. Business card, check, it's complete. So how do I implement it now throughout Flex? First things first, we're gonna do portal, then we'll do email. Remember the IDX, it's the same menu. There's a couple of you that have the IDX upgrade, okay? So we're going back to our menu, we're going to preferences, and we're gonna change our portal in portal preferences, and this is where you haven't been to Flex 1, it gets a little confusing. Nothing but the worst. I am not a fan of the new portal that they're trying to shove down our throats. Look at it. It looks like a phone app.
Yeah.
And worse, it looks like Zillow's phone app. And that's what they were going for. So many agents across the country, and it's not all of them, it's the whiny, squeaky wheel, never content agents, the loudest ones. Make it easier. My clients don't like Flex. Why can't you make it like Zillow? Okay, we will. Now it's exactly like Zillow. Now, where's your branding on this? Gone. Where's your list view? Gone. Where's your detail report? Gone. They took so many things out because how do you make something easier in software? You remove features. So they took a Harley Davidson motorcycle, and in order to make that Harley easier to ride, they turned it into a big wheel. Now I'm dating myself. Any of you know what a big wheel is? Would you agree a big wheel is easier? It doesn't have the features of a Harley. Let's get rid of that pesky gas tank and motor. Let's make it easier. So they took a beautiful Harley Davidson and turned it into a big wheel. I'm not a big fan of it. But the most important reason is I could never use this new portal because my clients are used to more information they can get on Zillow, not less. If I took all that away, I'd be out of business. Now, if you have already accidentally clicked here to try the new Flex portal,
Where's the portal at?
Margaret?
Where do you find the portal? Where do you
My-
find that?
My
Portal
preferences.
Oh, preferences and then portal preferences. Now, if your portal preferences automatically come up with like some preferences, then you have the new, and you can go to the bottom where it says other, and it'll allow you to go back to the older classic settings, and that's what you need to do if you wanna do the branding that you just saw. Okay? So I'm gonna click down here where it says access the classic portal instead. And now I have my main menu, okay? So, this is my portal invite paragraph, and yes, there's a place to add your card, make sure you put your new card there. If you have the IDX, it'll show it twice, so there it is again. And the most important thing is at the bottom. So here at the very rock bottom, we need to go over this. Okay, I'll have to start up here. So first of all, look at this. This is a Flex One that I'll review. We talked about portal and email and Flex One. These boxes that you check right here, they're all information. The way the software comes by default, based on what the committee decided, 1/3 to 1/4 of those boxes for all of you is unchecked. You're all hiders and not providers of information, because that's what our leadership decided for us. I have had AirMLS instructors come to my office and show this menu and say, let's uncheck some more. And remember, less is more. Are you kidding me? Less is more in a day and age when the consumer already believes I don't get information from my realtor? Why don't they just tell us all to quit? You can see there's some things I get fired up about. We got leadership that doesn't have a clue of what we're facing in the trenches. And this is one example. So I recommend that you guys, if you want to be providers of information, check how many boxes. All of them. Here's what's gonna happen. Oh, I don't wanna check the open house box, because I don't want my clients to see it and go in there without me. Guys, that's not the point. Because where else are they gonna see that open house?
Zillow.
Yes, on Zillow. Then they would tell their friends, hey, my realtor emailed me this house, and I thought it was really neat. And then I went and looked at it on Zillow just out of curiosity. And you know what I saw on Zillow? There's an open house tomorrow. But I didn't see it on my realtor's email. I knew it. I just knew it. I always get more information on Zillow than I get from my realtor. You guys want that?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so get over it. You gotta be a provider of information, and there is a lot in Flex. Now, here's another little trick. The default report is listing detail report. Change it. The one you want is listing detail with what?
Business.
Business card. Here's why. The default setting of listing detail report, that's the Plano, or the full report, will put your branding, which is only your name, in the smallest micro print you have ever seen at the bottom. Now, what if your client happens to print that out? Then go walk over to their friend next door and say, here's the house I'm gonna go see tomorrow. Are they gonna see your name when it's at the bottom in micro print? No. So you want listing detail with business card, but again, the default is just that generic one. So watch this little trick. This is by far the smallest, most subtle, most secret button in the whole Flex system. I'm gonna show it to you. You see that little teeny tiny plus sign? Right next to detail report with business card, I'm gonna click on that little plus sign. What does that do? Oh, what business card? I can actually put my whole new banner at the bottom of the plan. Now when they print it out, they'll show their neighbor. What's the neighbor gonna see? Your brand new, fancy, bold, solid branding business card. Oh wait, what's that at the bottom? Oh yeah, that's my agent. That's what you want, okay? All right, so you want all that, and then Once again, choose your business card. This is the most important place, because here's where you choose where it is oriented, and I want it on where? I want it on the top. Then you got your background color. Mine kind of matches the colors in my graphic, and you have 12 million shades. So you can use the Pantone number right here, or you can eyeball it, but this is better because it's really hard to eyeball when you have 12 million shades. Okay? Don't forget at the very bottom it says to save. So if I scroll down to see where it says save, or save view. Okay? If I click, I'll show it to you on the, well, let's look at it. Wow, this is a preview of my portal. This is my IDX link. What's the difference?
The search.
Well, yeah. The answer is there isn't any.
Yeah.
The settings are the same, they're in sync, and when you see the email, we'll see if it's the same thing. But let me show you the detail report. So there's the detail report, right? Watch. Oh! Yeah, so your branding is flowing through. Even if they were to print out the full detail report, do you want that new branding? Okay, I just showed you the secret place where you do that, okay? Okay, so now we're gonna go from portal preferences. This is the only thing that I know of, the only settings I'm aware of that's not on preferences. And it's the email, okay? So the way to get to the email settings, you are going to pretend to email. And I say that because you don't have to actually email. You can just pretend that you're going to email, but that's how you get there. So we need to do a search, and I need at least 2 listings. Okay, I'll tell you why one doesn't work. Let's use Angels. Awesome Angels search. Okay, and how many homes do I need?
2.
Yeah, just 2. No more, but don't do any less. Okay, so here's 14. Let's go to my list view. I love this. I should add data market to mine. That's a great idea. Okay, so here's 1, and there's 2, and now I'm gonna pretend to what?
Email.
All right, you already see I'm just clicking the email button. Now, mine's gonna go right to this screen. That's because yours might have a screen in between that says, what would you like to email? The totally awesome, information-laden, what's it called? Not online view. I just talked myself out of it. It'll come to me in a second. And then on the other side, it says, you want to use this totally lame, stupid, no information flyer. Oh, interactive, that's what it is, yeah. Do you want to use the awesome interactive view or the lame flyer view? But there is a button on this one that says, don't ask me again. That's why I don't have it. Obviously, what do you want to always give your client? Don't email them a flyer, are you kidding? That just proves their point that they don't get information from us. Now, in this page, what do you see over here? Do you see it? Those are the exact same what? Those are the exact same settings that we just saw in the classic or old portal view. Okay? So, once again, what report do we want?
Angel view.
No, not the view,
The list is.
but I would add Angel's view. Yeah, that's up above, but you can do that. What report do we want? Detail with business card. Now notice how the plus sign, there's not enough room, so it jumped over here, it's right here. And you can, again, choose your business card. How many boxes do I check for the information?
No.
This is why you need 2 houses. If you're emailing and you only have one house select, the option for the compare button goes away and remains unchecked because that's the default. So why do I need to have at least two houses?
She can do that.
To make the compare button show. Yeah, there's one house that says you can't compare it to anything, so it goes away. So that's why you want two, so that you can check that box. And then down here, very important again, I insert my card again, and where is it gonna go? On top, and my color. If I use Pantone, it can match exactly what my portal settings were. Now, do you see the save button right here where I'm pointing?
No.
It's right here.
Everything else.
I have to tell you, the weirdest save button ever. Because when you click on it,
It doesn't do anything.
it doesn't do anything. Nothing spins, there's no progress bar, and you're gonna click it over and over. Guys, just have faith. It really does save it, it just doesn't give you any visual clue. To make sure, geez, that's probably the title person that hasn't called me in 2 days. Okay, to make sure, after you click save, you can come over here where it says preview. Do you see that? So if I click on preview, now they're down here, but once again, it looks just like my portal and IDX settings, doesn't it? Okay. So I have all 3 ways synced for me, but for you guys, you have 2 ways, at least, that you must make sure it's. Do you want your clients to see the same thing no matter how they're looking at homes? Yes, you do. So be consistent. How many agents in this valley do you think have actually done this and synced their email and portal settings? Out of 45,000? Less than 100. Less than 100. So you join an elite group if you do this. Okay. All right. Any questions on how we got the branding built and then how we got it implemented into the system? Pretty good, isn't it? Okay, now what is it I need to do on the break? You guys are supposed to remind me? I gotta hook up my laptop. So 10 minutes again.